Hi guys, welcome to our market update. Uh, my name is Vinnie. This guy over here, okay.
Erik.
Erik, and we got Athena here. There we go. All right, thank you guys for joining us. We do this every Monday and Friday. We got a lot of exciting things that we want to jump into. This is your chance to also win some money. I know people love winning money. You have your chance to win $50. You know what, Erik? I want people to win money first. So let's go into the game real fast. All right. So
Let's do
this
it.
was the question for last week. I'm curious if you would have got it right. How much is the least expensive detached property sell in La Jolla so far this year? What's your guess?
Mine was this what we asked last week?
No,
Least
this was I
expensive
think I don't think
the
you were
new
here.
one. Detached in La Jolla. I'm gonna go with 875. Detached 1 million.
Least
No, let's do
expensive. Oh my
1.2.
god, at least
All right, 1.2.
1.5. 1.5. Okay.
That was kind of close,
Now
but
we're gonna
not
go the opposite
$50.
direction.
Not $50
Well,
close. I can tell you that much.
we're not that close. All right. How much did the most expensive detached property sell in Imperial Beach so far this year? All right, so Imperial Beach, you're also by the beach, right? And people are gonna go, oh, it's like La Jolla, right? The cheapest one over in La Jolla sold for 1.5. This is Imperial Beach. What's the most expensive one gonna sell like? What's your guess?
I'm gonna go 800.
Well, text. You see the numbers. You see the numbers clicking below right there. Myself and Erik. Feel free to text me or Erik with your answer. And first one to get it right will win $50. So, all right. You know,
And so far,
I just
don't
love
follow my
giving that stuff
advice.
out.
So far, don't follow my advice
Oh,
because
because
I'm
you're
not.
way off. Yeah, no. I don't think he knows much about pricing, but he does know about lending. Why don't we jump into? Why don't you tell us what's going on with appraisals, lending? What's going on with the market right now? What's going on with rates?
Yeah, let's talk about rates really quick. So, as of today, I'm going to go over a few different programs. That way, you can get an idea of what rates are looking like. So, conventional 30-year fixed right now, we're looking anywhere between 3.99 and 4.25 based upon credit. FHA being a government program, anywhere from 3.75 to 4.125. And then VA, anywhere from 3.625 to 4.125. So still great rates.
Yeah, I mean, and I know we've talked about it. Something that we kind of talked about before we got onto camera was the idea, the differences. Because everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, rates have gone up," which they have gone up. If you've been watching these market updates, you know over the last year rates have gone up. Not to burst everyone's bubble, yet diving deeper into what's really been the change in that buying power, Erik.
So I actually did some math for everybody here, and hopefully that helps. And I did it based upon $50,000. So what we've got going on right now is obviously property value. Property values are increasing, so on and so forth, and people are making offers on higher priced homes, right? So how much more is that going to cost you if for every $50,000? So let's say you're making an offer on a $500,000 house, and you go up 50 grand because of the competition. How much is that 50 grand going to cost you? And as of today, if we factor in taxes, not insurance, but factor in taxes and then the principal and interest payment, you're looking about $300 for every 50 grand. So if you boost that purchase price up 100 grand, you're going to be paying $600 more than you would have been previously. Or I guess I should say, every 50 grand is about $300. Now, prior to this, so let's say prior to the rate hike, I based that 50 grand off of 4.25. So I was on the high side, right? And then prior to the peak, let's say we based it at 2.99, how much would that 50 grand cost you back then, right? And that calculation was 262 and 61 cents. So that's your difference right there from 4.25 to 2.99 is literally $38 for every 50 grand or $76 for every 100 grand. So that's what it's costing you now versus what it was before.
So Would my math be right if we're talking about $1 million? We're talking about like a $700 difference in monthly payment.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. $76 times 10.
Okay. Look at that. That's math, guys. And I don't do the actual loans, so be impressed.
Nice
All
job.
right. Thank you. Yeah. So, and then if you're seeing the clicker below too, you'll see basically active properties has trickled up a tad bit. We're talking about around 1,400 properties. We were about 1,300 properties, mind you, maybe like a couple weeks ago. So it's going up a tad bit, yet again, drastically lower than where we've been in the past, where we need to be, and where we're going. And so, if you also look at the ticker too, you'll see I use pending property because that gives more precise information than solds. Now, not all the pending properties are going to sell, right? But let's say hypothetically, we're talking about um, all of them sell, hypothetically, right? We're talking about 3,000 properties. So that would roughly mean that we'd have about 2 weeks of inventory in the market right now. Okay. Now, you go, okay, what does that mean? Well, in a balanced market, you want 6 months of inventory. All right. So you want 6 months of inventory in a balanced market. So if we were going off of this hypothetical of pending properties, all the pending properties we're selling, right? We would want, what is that? That's 18,000 properties in San Diego County for a balanced market. And we're at
Hey, Vinnie,
1,400
what's the time of days on market? What are you seeing there? Like, how long is a property
days
staying
on
on the market
market.
for,
Yeah. I
roughly?
mean, it's looking at probably about like 7 days. I mean, now you have to factor in, I mean, I think officially like an MLS, I think it's probably more closer to probably about, I want to say about, I mean, 15 days, I think 16 days. Yeah. You have to factor into the different price points, right? So it takes off, I think for the most part, when you got to look at average compared to median, and now that takes you back to high school, or I think it's high school where you learn that stuff. Anyways, so it's better to look at, I think, the lower price point stuff, meaning $1 million and less, because I mean, again, the median house price for detached house in San Diego County is about 880.
800.
Um,
Yeah.
so most people probably listening are probably going to be looking, I mean, about $1 million or less here. And so, and those markets right there, because we have such low inventory. I mean, if you look at the clicker right here, we're talking about we have 423 active properties under 700,000, and we have 1,200 pending properties under 700,000. So across the
Wow.
board, we have 2 weeks inventory. Yet under 700,000, we have um, about a little over a week of inventory. We have
So you've
about
got
10
to
days.
get in like day one then, right? In order to have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to probably focus on coming soon properties. You really want to focus on. I mean, I've talked about this for the last couple of months. Look at pending properties. I mean, have your agent call those agents up and see how the transaction's going. Cleaning up timelines, having shorter escrows. I mean, the generic thing now is it used to be before the contract change 17, 17, 21, right? Seven and then 30-day escrow, right? So 17 for loan, I mean 21 days for loan, 7 days appraisal, and then 7 days for inspection. But you can reduce that inspection, do it quicker, do 10 days, do 7 days. Appraisals, loan. What are you looking for? What do you advise your clients on, Erik, for the most part?
I advise them to go through a full underwrite before they go shopping, because right now you've got to almost make an offer and do no loan contingency in order to get it accepted. That's what I'm seeing.
So yeah, I mean,
Same thing with
so what he's
appraisals
talking
too.
about, yeah, and you can get based off how the market is. People waive appraisal sometime. I mean, you can waive it, but then the lender has to waive the appraisal also to go through. So I mean, really talk to your lender, talk to your realtor, see what's going to allow you to put your best foot forward, so you can take advantage of rates while they're where they sit right now. And mind you, they weren't where they were a couple months ago, yet they're still pretty good. So thank you guys for watching. Please reach out to myself or Erik. We would love to be a resource for you guys. Bye, everyone.